I'm going to show you how to search for any data column-wise or row-wise from a given set of data. Just check this dataset. How cool is this? I'm changing the data field name and the related data is searched. In this example, I am using Xlookup function in Excel. Let us understand this function in detail. This function is a little complicated. Therefore, please watch carefully and practice it in any dummy data. I will share a link in the description so that you can also download this Excel workbook for practice. Xlookup is a lookup function of lookup family like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP and LOOKUP, and it has the power to provide output row or column wise, but in simple conditions it will return a row data or a column data, just like the VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. But if we use it tactfully, we can get the desired data. Type equal Xlookup, hit tab. You will get 6 parameters to feed. Don't need to use all these parameters. We need to deal with first 3 parameters. Lookup value is the element in our data we are looking for. It is same as VLOOKUP's first parameter. So I will select this cell, put a comma. Next parameter is lookup array. It is the array of range to search. In this case, it is this range. Do not include the column headers. Put a comma. Next parameter is return array, which is the array or range to return. This is the data part. So we will select the data part. These parameters are mandatory or required, but the rest parameters are optional. For now, we will close the bracket and hit enter. Now look at the result. We got all the fields related to this data. This is because Xlookup is a SPIL formula. SPIL means that a formula has resulted in multiple values and those values have been placed in the neighboring cells or next cells after the formula. But suppose we need only first 2 columns. Then we need to modify the return array part. We can shrink the data range from here, or we can change the cell range from formula bar. Now let's have a quick look at the remaining parameters. The next parameter, which is if not found. If data not found, we will get #NA error like other functions, and we use if error function to mask #NA error. Now if you type any string to be printed, if #NA error is there, you can type it. This is optional parameter. If you skip this parameter, the formula will work. Let's use this. Remove the last bracket, put a comma and type within double quote data not found. Now close this bracket and hit enter. We get the data. Here, if I remove this element from the source data, data not found will be printed. This is the function of this parameter. Next parameter is match mode. 0 for exact match. If none found, return #NA. This is the default. -1 exact match. If none found, return the next, and so on. If you do not mention anything, it will display exact match. Next is search mode. Number 1, perform a search starting at the first item. This is default. -1, perform a reverse search starting at the last item, and so on. This is the search pattern. We can ignore. Now let's drag this formula, but we need to make the cell reference as absolute reference using $sign. So select this and press F4 3 times. Select next, press F4 once, and last part press F4 once. Now we drag this formula and the final data is ready. Till now we get the same result as VLOOKUP. Let us utilize its actual power. It's really good. Before going further, let us understand this formula again. The first parameter, which is lookup value, is using destination table's lookup value. The second parameter, lookup array, is the range where to find the lookup value, and the third parameter, it is showing the row data to be picked up. Here we will insert another Xlookup function to pick the data from a certain column. So remove the parameters after lookup value and lookup array and type Xlookup and hit tab and open first bracket. Then again we get lookup value. We are searching for column wise data. Select data 1, put a comma. Lookup array, which is the column headers. So select this row. This is the row where we will search for data. Put a comma, and now we will provide the data range. Select the entire data except headers like this. Close two open brackets and hit enter. Now testing time. Change the headers, data is same. Changing the lookup value, data is selected. The formula is okay. Last thing we need to do is to provide the absolute range in this formula. So I am doing this using F4 and drag this till the required cells. That's all. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.